New Year's Day. A little bit of a walk around here to still got to do my brakes, brake drums. I think I found me an old steering box here that I can get to work on this reverse steering. Got the body on and level. Ground off the body Bondo on this side. Starting to do it. Got a little work to do on this panel. Nice wheels and tires on it. I have to work on the back of this, figure out a way of getting this gas tank here in it. Got this pretty much cleaned up. I need to do a little more. Got most of Bondo off of here. Got the inside of the door all done, welded up. Bondo off of this. This side's all ground down and started to skin. Need to clean up this firewall here a bit. That looks the worst at this point, so it's a bit of grinding. Wire wheel in it, so I'll do that now. Clean up this door. De-rust that frame. Take all this stuff, clean it up. I gotta put a dash in it. Got a motor over there that I gotta rebuild. And exhaust pipes, radiator hoses, belts, wires. A lot of work. But Happy New Year. I should have this thing done hopefully by the end of the month. I'm looking here at this door filler panel I put in yesterday, and I wanted to grind a lot of this down. This part right along the top here is going to be somewhat of a problem because this is going to be visible and I have to get it all down as smooth. And I got a lot of welds in there, and if I grind them welds off then I won't have any strength. So what I'm going to try to do is just burn in several places here, burn completely through this metal into the metal behind it so I can clean this top edge up. What I did here is put it on a little higher heat and just welded a bead right along top, which melted in there and then burnt through the skin here into the plate in the back, and then just filled it with metal, so these are going to act like big giant spot rivets. It looks awfully bad right now and it'll take quite a bit of grinding, but I'll get this down and then it'll be pretty smooth. You'll see as soon as it's ground. Okay, after about 30-40 minutes grinding here, I've got it pretty much all knocked down. This edge is pretty smooth, as much as you can get with a rough grinder. Probably ain't gonna make much difference. You'll never see it when the door is closed, but the fact is when you open the door, then it's gonna look bad. I've got a little right here in this corner I'm still trying to clean up. I can't get my stuff in it. I might be able to get that wire brush in it. Now I'll just clean this whole area up good here and Bondo it, and it'll start to look pretty good. Like I said, it's not a body man video. A little tip here, you can just use a piece of cardboard, and especially on rough stuff like this, I've got it all ground down. Just use a little piece of cardboard and you can put on rough Bondo and then just throw it away when you're done. Just to try to give you a little idea of the Bondo. Again, I'm just mixing it good here on the board. This is a fairly new can of Bondo, but it's set in the store for a while, so it's got some lumps in it. And all I'm doing is mixing it good here. I'm not really going for even the best mix, because a lot of this is going to go through them holes into the back. It's good, it kind of acts like a Bondo rivet. That's good enough. I'm just going to lay me a layer in here through the weld holes. Try to fix all your big holes first, and that'll tell you where your high spots and low spots are. I'm just hitting my weld holes in the first point and wipe it down to where it's pretty smooth. Got some pretty good size holes right in here. Again, you want to try to put a thin a layer as you can on, because real work in Bondo is not on putting it on, it's getting it off. You get it on real easy, and then it takes you forever to try to sand it off. I'm just kind of cleaning up this area here where the guy brazed it. I've got a little bit of a corner. Corners are kind of hard to get, but looks like I've got a high spot in the metal right here where it warped a bit, but I'm just putting a fairly thin, even skin on, trying to get it as smooth as possible. And I've got a pretty big chunk right here in the back that will take a lot of Bondo, so I just force some in. And also right here where I had a gap where I couldn't weld, same thing, I'm just running a bunch of Bondo in the thing. On something like this, I can leave extra Bondo hanging out, I don't care, it's pretty easy to grind off. But your little edges and corners and round spots, you want to try to get as smooth as you can. First coat of Bondo, you try to, if you can leave bare metal showing, that's fine. I've still got quite a bit that needs to go in this rear hole here. I won't be able to get it the first shot, I don't think. I'll clean it up as much as I can to save myself a lot of welding, and leave it sticking up pretty high on the holes. And now I'll just clean up this one corner, and we've got at the end here some leftover Bondo. It's at this point kind of full of dirt and whatever I've hit. I'll try to get this all into one little section on the spatula. We got a little bit here, and I'll just stick it right there in that hole. Hopefully that'll clean that up. Looks pretty good. Got a little left here I'll put on the seam. And the same thing again, I'm trying to put as little as possible on for now. I keep cleaning off my spatula as much as I can here. And I'll just put a little on that weld seam. And the rest of it looks pretty good here. Another little trick to Bondo is when you get done with your whatever Bondoing you're doing, like here I've got a board, so all I'm going to do is take the board and with what's left of my Bondo here, I'm wiping it onto the board as smooth as I can. When this hardens, I'm going to wind up with it's still a piece of cardboard, but it's going to be a nice smooth flat piece of cardboard, and you try to leave a little Bondo on your spatula so when it hardens you can just snap it off.